Alright, today we're gonna see how to clean a carburetor. I know, like, some people that's not engine, like, can't really do mechanic stuff, don't really know how to do it, so today I'm just gonna do basic carburetor, pretty basic. Usually on a lot of lawnmowers and vertical shafts. I don't really see it much on horizontal shafts. I see it more on vertical shafts. Usually the horizontal has a 10mm on the bottom. This one has a 13. So you want to get a 13mm socket. You want to go ahead and actually let me get a bowl. And if you want to, you can get some carburetor cleaner. A nice like big bowl. That you could put it in so you don't get gas all over you. So see if we can pull this out. Okay. So 13mm socket. Go ahead and hold it like this. Hold it like that so you can get a good grip where you're not hitting anything. Loosen it. And a bunch of gas should be coming out, so just be prepared. Depends if you like drained your engine. Usually this happens if either you left it out in the rain, you didn't like cover it over the your storage period. So mine's alright. Mostly been doing this because, well, it fell over when I was trying to put it on the trailer. It kind of just fell over, so I'm trying to keep this in the camera. And then how you want to disassemble this, you want to flip it over. You see this little float thing? It should be staying. It shouldn't be going all the way down. I'll show you what that would look like. So you want to take this little pin out right here. Go ahead and push through one side and then pull through the other and get it out. I usually just stick it in the bowl. That's called a bowl. And then you be careful when you take it out because there's gonna be, here's the float. Put it in the bowl. There's gonna be a needle right here. You gotta make sure this is clean, because if this is not clean at the end, you see the end right there, your engine won't work, and it would flood your whole engine over time. So make sure you get a pretty good rag. Usually I wouldn't suggest these. I would do microfiber rags, but I ain't really got any, so you put that in the bowl. Then some engines have a jet right down here. It's copper. So if you don't know about copper, it's really like you can strip it so easily. So this one is the bolt, the jet. The jet is in the bolt. So you see right there, the jet's in the bolt. So alright, and then usually you take a flathead. It's got to be kind of a skinny one. You want to take it out and then slowly do it. You don't want to like jam it in there and then it gets stripped and then you have to buy a whole new carburetor unless you have a welder, but I doubt you have a welder. But if you do, you could probably figure out a way to weld it down there, but I don't know. I've never tried that before. I don't have a welder, so I'm probably going to save out for him. So usually you want to get your carburetor cleaner. I don't have the straw on the end, so I'm just going to put right down the middle right here, and then right, you see this little hole right here? I'm going to put it right down there. Gotta get some more. Using it up. And then usually if you have like a crock pot or something, like, I'll show you here. I have like a little crock pot. Or you just put this in there and then the carburetor in there. And I put on low. And then see, I have my stuff in there. It's simple green and windshield wiper fluid. You put that in there and it gets the carburetor good. I had like a 30-year-old carburetor that's been sitting for a long time. I put it in there. Look brand new. So, and usually if you want to, you could clean down up in there, down this thing right here. It looks like that. And then, bam. It'll blow all that junk out of there. And if you want to, you could, if you put it in the crock pot, it's going to get really clean. Make sure you have like a trash crock pot. Because if you don't use like your $300 crock pot, because I know people have that. And yes, I know this is a bad gasket, but I really don't want to go buy a new one because, I'm poor, so I don't want to go buy a new one. But it'll still work. Just if you have a gasket like that's all torn up like that, you see how it's all torn up, buy a new one. They're like 50 cents or $1, but I just don't feel like going up there because all the way on the other side of the town where my small engine parts place is. And then same for this. I'm gonna need a new. I'm gonna take it off. Sorry for the noise in the background. I'm gonna need a new, like a new gasket for the jet. I'm gonna need a new one. It's shot, but the engine still runs. So, if you don't know what this is off my little pressure washer right there. So, I was trying to put it up here, and it was my first time doing it. So I put it right there, and then I got on the end, and then it went like that, and then the engine flipped over on the carburetor side. So. It sucked, but it's fine. When I fired it up, it would not go, and there was a lot of smoke coming out. So I was like, alright, carburetor needs to be clean. Let's go. Make a video. So, and this is actually a really good air filter. I did not buy this. This is a really good air filter. Usually you would know if there's like a bunch of black and stuff. Usually you could just blow it out and it'll be good, but if you have a bad air filter, I would suggest buying one because that helps your engine. Just please have a good air filter. Alright. I want to take a minute, clean this up, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I just cleaned it all up, cleaned all this up, cleaned the needle. So if you want to test, well, I already tested it. I put the carburetor cleaner in there and blew it all out. So how you want to put this back together, you see that little right there, that thing right there, this little thing right here slips into it. You just hold it like this so it don't fall out, and that goes in that little hole right here. I don't know if you can see that. It's right there. See that hole right there? Right there. You just slip it on in. You just hold it right there. I usually hold it like this. Then you want to get your little pen or whatever you call it, wide. You want to stick it in right there. You might have to wiggle it around a little bit, and then push it in. Like that. You don't want to make sure it's like even on both sides. So, and then what you want to do is you want to get your wipe this. I already wiped it right here. You want to pull this up and blow into it. And if you're pushing it up and blowing into it, that's good. You want that. And then if you let it go and you're blowing into it and it's going through, that's a good thing. Because if you have that up and you're blowing into it and air's still going through, you're going to need a new little gasket down there. It's like, I think it's orange. And you're going to need a new one of them, because if not, it'll go through your crankcase. It'll block it up. I've had it happen. So, and once you do that, you want to usually, like, if it's, hold on, let me show you. If it's like a carburetor like this, where it has like the drain plug, you want to put that the exact same as it was. And this is on just a Predator 212 on my go-kart. So I don't really drive much because I need tires. So it's just a one-seater. So if you guys want to see a video of me doing that, just hit me up or leave it in the comments. Back to what we're doing. Second sector. Okay, I know this is a little long video. I'm trying not to make it long. You just want to, if usually there's an O-ring right here, you'll know if it's bad. It'll be like that right there. So buy a new one of them. It's called a carburetor bowl O-ring or gasket, whichever one. No. Then you want to screw this back on. If you're really having to force it in there, don't. Take your time, because if you cross-thread it, you're going to have to buy a whole new carburetor. So, get your 13mm thing, put it on tight. And you don't want to put this too tight. Like, just a little bit, not too much, because then that'll get rounded off, and then you're going to have to buy a new jet. So, and that's the carburetor clean. Now, I'm going to show you guys how to put it back on the engine, and I might show you how to take it off. So, I'm going to get over there. Alright, continue. I don't know how good you guys can see, so I'm just going to go with it. Alright. I hope that didn't show my face. Yeah, I kind of did. Yeah, I'll do that. Alright. Well, I don't really want to show my face right now. Alright, so when you want to put it back on, you see this little thing right here? You want to go into the throttle? Yeah, throttle. And then you just want to put it up, face the carb like that, wiggle it in. Wiggle it in. Kind of annoying sometimes. There we go. Alright. So, and then you just want to place it. I'm going to get your, what's this? 3/8. This is 3/8 volt, so. And you just want to start it, not with like an impact or something. If I was you, I wouldn't really use an impact on like little stuff like this. The only time I use an impact if I'm doing a full teardown. Like if I'm tearing the engine to bare, like changing all the gaskets and stuff. Only time I use an impact. When I'm doing like a carburetor clean, I don't really use an impact, but I like to go back to the minimum. Go and tighten them. Being a pain like usual. I'm just tightening the other side if you guys can't really see it. Okay. That's on there. Alright, and then you want to get your little thing right here, filter. Make sure this right here is going into this thing right here, because that's the crankcase ventilation. I just want to put it on. Get your 8mm socket. Start putting them in. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and put your fart. Alright, that's done. I may or may not have used my impact to make it a little faster. Air filter. Well, actually, I forgot something. Hold on. I'm such an idiot. Forgot the gas line here. Alright, back to where we were. Let's see. Alright. So, air filter goes in the little fan things. I call it fan things. They go down like that. And the little nubs right here that go in usually like that on the side. get your 8mm socket, put it in, and put your choke lever back on. Unless you have a choke like mine, which my choke's dumb. There we go. Alright. And that's how you do the carburetor on a Briggs Stratton 7 horsepower premium plus pressure washer. So, as you can see, I haven't really done anything. What did I do? Oh yeah, I put the nails in right there. So, that's pretty much all I did, and cleaned up a little bit. So, alright. I guess I'll see you guys. Don't forget to, I hate saying this, but like, you always gotta remind you, like, subscribe, and comment. What should I comment? Comment forgot fuel line in the comments if you watched this far. So, I'll see you guys.